Good morning, my dear students. Today I want to start next lesson from the 10th class physical science, that is third lesson, refraction of light at plane surfaces. In our daily life we observe some interesting things which are the responsible facts based on the refraction of light. For example, when we observe a lemon in water, it seems to be bigger in size than its actual size. Similarly, when we observe letters on a book through a glass slab, those letters seems to be raised than its actual depth. Similarly, when we observe a pencil dipped in water of glass tumbler, it seems to be bended from side view. From top view, it seems to be raised than its actual depth. These are the interesting things because of the reason of refraction of light. We will observe these things. And moreover, one more thing we observe, if sunlight is falling on a wall, when a person is placing a nail near the wall, another person, if he is observing from the wall, nearby the wall, then the image of the nail, like metal material, we observe on the wall. The wall behave like as a mirror. These things are also reason for the refraction of light. We will learn about something more about refraction of light in this chapter. Refraction of light means definition. I want to give you. After that, in this chapter, the refraction takes place at the surface of two material mediums. For example, let us consider it is a water, it is air. It is a line surface, it is known as interface, which separates two mediums, transparent mediums. We consider transparent mediums which allows light to pass through them. This is interface. Remaining these two are material transparent mediums. Okay. The definition for the refraction of light is when light ray travels from one medium to another, then its direction changes. Its direction is not being the same direction, its direction changes. The phenomena of changing light direction at the interface, where the direction is changing at the interface, is known as refraction of light. The phenomena of changing direction of light ray, changing the direction of light ray at the interface of two media is known as refraction of light. Let us consider a light ray is propagating from medium 1 to medium 2. Let us consider a light ray is traveling from medium 1 to medium 2. In medium 1 its velocity is v1 and in medium 2 its velocity is v2. v1 and v2 are the velocity of light in both the mediums. If the velocity of the light in second medium v2 is less than v1, then the medium 2 is said to be denser medium. If the velocity of light in second medium is lesser than that of in the first medium, then the second medium is said to be denser medium. If the velocity of light in the second medium is more than that of in the first medium, then the second medium is said to be rarer medium. Let us consider here rarer medium and denser medium. It is interface, it is incident ray, it is refracted ray. Then what is happening? The velocity is decreasing and it is traveling closer to the dotted line. Here this dotted line is known as normal line. Let us consider this diagram. Suppose it is a rarer medium, it is a denser medium. When a light ray travels from rarer medium to dense medium, we need to draw at the point a normal line to the interface. We need to draw a normal line or perpendicular line to the interface at the point of incident ray. It is incident ray. At the point of incidence of incident ray, we need to draw a normal line to the interface at the point of incidence. Now it is denoted by NN. NN line is the normal line. Okay. Here the angle made by the incident ray with the normal line is known as angle of incidence. It is denoted by I. And the refracted ray do not maintain the same path, but it deviates. Its direction changes towards the normal. So the angle made by the refracted ray with the normal line is known as angle of refraction. It is denoted by R. I is the angle of incidence, the angle made by the incident ray with normal. R is the angle of refraction, the angle made by the refracted ray with the normal line. It is interface. It is rarer medium, it is denser medium. Okay. When a light ray propagated from rarer medium to denser medium, then it travels, the refracted ray travels towards the normal and passes. And moreover, the speed of light in second medium becomes less than speed of light in first medium. And moreover, angle of refraction becomes less than angle of incidence. This is the case when light ray propagated from a rarer medium to denser medium. When it is propagated from rarer medium to denser medium, these things happens. For example, if a light ray propagated from a denser medium, like suppose it is a denser medium water or something like, if a light ray propagated from denser medium to rarer medium, then what happens we see? It is normal line, the angle of incidence, and it goes away to the normal. It goes away to the normal. Then this angle of I, it is angle of R. Then R becoming greater than I. When it light ray propagated from a denser medium to rarer medium, R becomes greater than I, and moreover the speed also becomes greater than V1. V2 also becomes greater than V1. These things happens when light ray propagated from denser to rarer. This is the thing when the light ray propagated from rarer to denser. This thing from denser to rarer. The next concept is refractive index or absolute refractive index. Every transparent medium has its own refractive index value. It is constant for the medium. Refractive index of a material medium, that is transparent material medium, can be defined as the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to speed of light in a medium is known as the refractive index of the medium. Refractive index of a medium is denoted by the letter N. Is also known as the absolute refractive index. Refractive index of medium can be defined as the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in a medium is known as refractive index of the medium. Formula can be written as N is equals to C by V, where C is refractive index of where C is the speed of light in vacuum. Its value is constant at 3 × 10⁸ meter per second. V is the speed of light in a particular medium. Then by calculating the ratio value, we get the refractive index value of the particular medium. Different medium refractive index values are tabulated in your textbook. The medium which has more refractive index value has less speed of light in the medium. The refractive index value is more for a medium, then the speed of light in the medium is less. Okay. A refractive index of a medium depends on the nature of medium, and refractive index value is also depends on the wavelength of light used to determine the refractive index value in experiments. So the refractive index value is more means those materials or those mediums are called as optically denser mediums. The refractive index is a less value means then those mediums are called as optically rare mediums. Optically denser means they won't allow light with speed, with more speed through them. That is meaning of denser or optically denser mediums. If the refractive index is less means those are optically rare mediums. That means they allow light through themselves quickly, very speedily, fastly. So refractive index values, for example, kerosene and water, if you consider, water is the massively denser than kerosene. Massively denser means more density than kerosene. Water is more density, having more density than kerosene. But kerosene is more optically denser than water. So optically denser is different from massively denser. A substance may have massively denser, but the substance may not have optically denser. Based on this formula, we can solve some problems like, for example, refractive index value of glass is given as 3/2. Then what is the speed of light in the glass? Based on this formula, we can calculate. We know C value is constant. From this equation, V can be written as C by M. By substituting C by M value here in the formula, 3 into 10 to the power of 8, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by N value is given as 3/2. Here 3 gets cancelled. So 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second is the speed of light in the glass. In such a way, we can calculate the speed of light in the glass.